Harmeet Singh Gill from Star Media Group. We're here in Ghana. We just wrapped up the conference. Really enjoyed this conference. It's one of the better conferences we had. We had the ministries here. We had AIB, which is Aviation Investigation Bureau. That's a very high title. The commissioner was here as well. They blessed us really well. They love the technology. We were on media yesterday. Got a great report. I'm here with actually two very lovely people. They're both husband and wife. So they kind of got to be careful what they're going to say because they don't want to take off each other. Okay. So with me, I've got Daniel here. Daniel actually was really instrumental in setting all this up. He set up the ministries and the government, bringing the Navy, the Army officials from the military side. He did a phenomenal job, and I've been saying a lot of good things about him for the last few days, because for him to arrange something like that was phenomenal. Daniel, let me start off with you. What were the challenges you had to bring people here, and how do you actually convince them that this is the right conference to come to?
Well, it wasn't a bit of a challenge because I understand the industry. I'm also in the industry, and this is all about safety. Safety is no one's job, safety is everybody's job. And looking at it from that perspective, the interest was there, and developing safety is about continuous improvement. So processes need to be enhanced, technology and stuff. So with that explanation to the various stakeholders in the industry, the interest was there. It is one of a kind that took place today, and the interest will be extend our invitation to most of the players, the commissioner, the director general, other airlines, and oil and gas people. So it wasn't difficult. The interest was there, and they all acknowledged our invite.
So Angela, it's tough being with husband who's got to do a lot of work, and he's been working a lot. He arranged even in Nigeria. He traveled there with the government. He traveled over here and did all that. Like, honestly, hats out to him, because he did a phenomenal job, right? And I'm sure we're going to get the same kind of reception, same kind of love from the government of Nigeria too. Now, you were the host. I mean, you saw all the crowd, you saw the people here, you saw the media as well. What did you like about the technology? What did you like here over the overall perspective, just from an average public person?
Okay, I loved literally everything about the technology and the whole show. People were very embraced. They got the enthusiasm and everything. From the question and answer side, you realized that people were actually listening and understanding what was going on. And with having a little bit of technology background, and I say I could understand majority of the things, even in a layman's point of view. Everything was broken down to details, and everything was just very important. And then, well, I want to say a short story, and then I hope someone would laugh. Anyway, but then during the COVID period, I'm a flight attendant, also in the industry. And during the COVID period, I would have people come up to me and ask me, well, if you are in 70 and coffee, why are you in the aircraft? Like, so basically people were thinking that we becoming to be in the aircraft was really all about service and then comfort. And then that's when you understand, just like he was saying, that literally every single person in the aviation is linked to make sure that flying is safe and better for everybody. And that's exactly what the technology is doing for us right now.
Yeah, we want to make life easier for everyone. I was telling you with the previous people that here, when I'm flying, I flew to Paris, and then from Paris I flew to Kenya. All in all, with the stopover and everything, it was about 22 hours. But my wife told me, when you get to Paris, please call me. And then when you get to Kenya, please call me. It's not that she loves me so much, she wants me to just keep calling her, but she wanted to make sure I was safe. She wanted to make sure we got there okay and everything's good. All right, you're back in the hotel now? Good, I feel good. That's what it's all about. Every average person flying out there will see it. I've had people that I know that said, hey, is your system on these aircraft that we're flying? Those soon, they'll be on all of them. We are very confident about it, right? Daniel, you saw the technology. You saw a proper presentation from us. You've been walking around talking to people from the military, from the Navy, oil and gas, like you said. What is the reception that you felt that people really liked about it, and what they feel about this?
Okay, I will answer this from 2 points of view. First, from the business aspect. Now, when you take every business, the main aim or the main focus objective of every business is to make profits. Now, when you come to this, our industry, it's the first objective is not profit making. The first objective is safety.
Supposed to be.
Is safety. So you realize that safety of the people of the aircraft comes first, the people, and the second and third would rather be what profit. So the operators in the industry spend a lot much more on maintenance of the aircraft, the lifespan, insurance, and everything. And this technology goes a long way to reduce cost and maximize profit. So with all this insight that I gave to them, they were very much happy to see how it will work or it will work. During the interview, most of them are now saying that could it work on a new on an old aircraft, but the explanation you gave to them was very much understandable, and they kind of like very much embraced it as well. That is one. And secondly, the other people who, when you take the aviation out, the Navy, you spoke to the police, they were also very interested. They want to find out how can this also help them as well. If we don't travel by air, definitely I'm going to go by sea or I'll go by road. And it's a fantastic technology because with the truck drivers also going out there alone, this information or this tool, the person who has actually invested in this business have so much idea on the status of the business, how they are doing, how the trucks are also doing. When you go to the Navy, the vessel, everybody is kind of like abreast with how or the status of their machine. So it gives them an insight to even invest more, put much money in. Thank you.
Daniel, that was very valid. Love the way he said it. Yeah, truckers at the end of the day, they work many long hours, and problems can happen. When the worst part of any trucker or anybody driving a car is getting stuck on the side of the road in the middle of the night, right? So that is critical. So if we can tell you what the engines are running, how your brakes are before they fail, similar thing to what we're doing with the aircraft. We've got smaller systems. For the trucks, the size of the system is literally the size of your phone. 4 screws, we wire it together, and you're ready to go. So small things like that will mean big things going now and into the future of industry. Coming back to you, right? Daniel said some really valid things as well, and the fact that you're in the industry, safety is always a compliance. I mean, I'm sure you come across passengers as you're a flight attendant, and you'll see them worried when you're taking off. You see them worried when we're landing. The plane moves a little bit, turbulence and suddenly, if you're talking to the general public right now, right, which we are, what would you say about how this system can help safety, where you then do your job properly? We will supply you the technology, AI. I mean, you thought that Indian people only are good at Indian food and cricket, but yeah, we can do artificial intelligence too, right? So that is really important. So what would you want to say to the general public now that this is available, and to the airlines that the system's available? What can that do for the average flying person that you see panicking on landing or turbulence?
Yes, so first of all, you asked for the airline, what I would say to the airlines, and I think every airline should have this implemented, mainly because it would make their customers, so now from the customer's point of view, also make the customers feel really safer, knowing that they have this technology implemented.
Right.
Because at this moment, just like the theme of the program today was human factors versus technology. And I did mention while having the opening address that
No, you did the prayers too, but that's
yeah,
you got the Lord with you.
Oh yeah, I did. So you have from the address that then the human factors side of it, if this technology is not only going to avoid traffic, mitigate all the problems about flying, but then it's also as well probably going to the next impossible, because we realize that most airlines and aircraft organizers or operators, end up having to be reactive than proactive.
That is a key thing that you said there. Reactive systems against proactive, human errors versus technology. Like Captain was saying, calculators at the beginning, everybody would say, don't use it. And I used to wonder in my exam that if I can use a calculator, I can do it faster. Now everybody's using it. We
Yes.
weren't allowed to use it that time, and that
We were
really doesn't
not.
help, right? So, last few words for our audiences around the world. You know, we've got aviation people that look at this, we've got general public that look at that, right? Daniel, I'll let you have the last word because I know you really work hard to do this and you spend a lot of time away from your family. That's not easy to do. Look at me, I'm spending hours away and days away from my family, but that's good. You know, we can make the world safer. This is all about humanity, right? I mean, even our community, we're all about humanity. You know, we want to help anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. You know, at the end of the day, we all bleed the same color, right? Last words, Daniel.
Well, it is a great, fantastic technology. I mean, state of the art, and I will say that all airlines should endeavor to have these systems implemented on their aircraft. Users such as oil and gas that normally engages the services of airlines to carry their workers from one state to another should also make it a point on their audit checklist that the
Very valid.
operators also have this instrument or technology installed on the aircraft. At the end of the day, all we want is safety. So I am involved, Hamid is involved, Angela is involved. Please, so just get involved and let's make it a safer place. Thank you.